Welcome back everybody to another Camping with Tony from AB Camping. We're going up a mountain. It's freezing cold. Got to find shelter. I've got no tent with me, no sleep pad, just the basics. Got to eat some great food hopefully and survive. Maybe drink a lot of coffees. See you up there. Oof. Got 2 hours straight up to 1400 meters. I haven't got Bernie with me on this one. I wish I did. He's absolutely fine. He's just with Bolly and my wife. They're chilling. I thought I'd give him a rest because we've just been up here a few days ago. No, I don't want to overwork him. He's still a puppy. Okay. The plan is to get up the top here and then drop another couple of 100 meters down to a hut. It's a very basic backcountry hut. No fire, nothing. Have some great food and hopefully get a decent night's sleep. And I don't know, maybe we'll see some snow. Who knows? A blizzard. Anything can happen here. But I've been going half an hour and now the real stuff starts and it's straight up there. Oof, okay. So we've been going hour and 47 minutes. Hour and 47 minutes. And we're at Narnia. Check it out. My original Narnia camp spot. Tops are over there somewhere in the cloud. I can see some snow just about. Much higher up. Hopefully it snows tonight. This will look amazing on the way out. But I've still got a heck of a long way to go now. Oh, it's cold. Got a long way to go still. Got to get up to the cove, my camp spot where I went last time. That's another half an hour. And then down to the hut, which is another horrible half an hour. And coming out of there in the snow is going to be brutal. Especially if it's so grim like this, and this is grim. I am soaked through. But at least I know there's a dry hut there. I hope there is. Oh, okay. We're at the cove. 2 hours, 16 minutes, a new record. 2:16. Woohoo! Great success. Right, we've still got a long way to go though, to the hut. Here you go, this is my campsite from last time. What a great spot. Still got snow on the ground. Bit of a mosh pit though. Right, we need to get out on the saddle and go straight down to the hut. It's a treacherous, slippery, slidey trip down. I'm not looking forward to this, but to be honest, it's worse coming back up. It's so steep, and if it snows heavily, nightmare. It's post-holing the whole way. Here we go. So we're going to go straight down. We're not going to bother going over to the track because that's a long way round, but we will probably come back up the track. Here we go. Out onto the saddle. Oh, it's windy, it's cold, it's just grim. Looks like the tarn is overflowing. Yeah, it's coming right over. Whew. These conditions. So walking on tussocks, especially soft tussocks like this, it's so difficult. It just saps all your energy. And if you tread on the wrong bit of the tussock when you're going downhill, you just slide. You're just a passenger. Okay, so you can't see it, but the hut is straight down here. Got to cut around these trees and then straight down. Make a note of what this looks like now. Tomorrow, this could be all covered in snow. Whoa. Oh, this is hard stuff to walk on. Oh, gotta go through this marsh without sinking too much. Yuck. It's like sponge. The tops, oh, let me write this. The tops here are just brutal, they're unforgiving. And the weather can just eat you up and spit you out. All right, I've got to get around these trees and then hopefully we'll see the hut. There's been a deer running through here. Oh, this is steep. I haven't seen the hut yet. It's going to be a welcome sight, even though it's more like a survival cabin than a hut. Okay, I don't think you can actually see it from this angle, but it is down there, just tucked into those trees. Right, I've got to get down there, I've got to find the track. It's somewhere over there. Oh, it's just around that corner. So we've come from all the way up there, and we've got to cross this stream, which is running pretty fast, but it should be okay. I am so drenched and it's so cold. My fingers, my hands are getting freezing. My body's okay because I've got windproofs on, but I sweated coming up and got drenched anyway. It just is what it is. Wow. This is running quite fast for what it is. Whoa, whoa. Check it out. Got to find a way across. I don't know if you can see that track marker, that orange track marker over there. Sorry, the lens, not much I can do. So this stuff, this scree is like goop. Look at that, yeah. You've got to be really careful where you put your feet. So there's two rocks there that I think I can jump across. Yeah, that one and that one. Woo. It's going to be a big leap from that one. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Oh, there's a big pool there. I need to just jump onto there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah! Haha, great success! Oh, we're on the track. So the deer have sat here and squished it all down. This is where they hang out when the sun comes out. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, the snow markers, the track markers, these things. Right, we have got to get a move on. The wind is howling. It's cold. Don't want to get hypothermia. Right, it's just over here. Look how far I've come. Such a long way. What was I at the cove? Well, we're now 2:38. So what was that? I think the cove was 2:16. So not bad. I really pushed it down. It's fast coming downhill. So slow going back up. And here's the hut. Oh, it's a useless hut. It really is a survival shelter, a survival cabin, but it's better than nothing. It's better than a tent. Check it out. Oh, doesn't have a fire. And it's a cold, cold hut in winter. Doesn't get used much just because of this location. It's so remote. Whoa! 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 Sliding! Ah! Ah! I just slipped and slid all the way down. Ah, it's so slippery. Oh, I could have slid all the way down to the river there. God, it just, your feet just go with no warning. Oh, sorry. Let me spin the camera so I get the water out the microphone. Please don't go again. Right. Oh, I haven't been to this hut since I came here with Brucey and Brandon, my son, years ago. I'll see if I can find the clip from that video. Come on. Where's Brucey? Here he goes. Oh gosh, look at him. It's like a snowman. Shake, Bruce, shake.
Shake, shake.
Right. Right. Huh?
Just have the eggs off and help Bruce.
Okay. Right, we've got to help Bruce because... Stay there, stay. Because he's got a million. He's wagging his tail where he's got a huge... Oh no! Look at, he's got two massive testicles of snow. Poor Brucey. So when Bruce had snowballs, that was the last time I stayed at this hut. Fond memories. Bringing Brandon up here first time, and Brucey here. Ah, it's such a good time. Here we go. The little cabin. Oh. Whew. Elevation 1,160 meters. Mole hut. Clean, dry, everything you want. Right, I don't want to bring loads of water in here, so I've got to derobe, get the other camera out. Look at it though, it's just coming down. And I've got to go and get some water from down here. Here's the stream. I need a coffee. Several hot drinks. Right, let's get sorted. Actually, while I'm soaking wet, let's go and get the water now. So it's just down here. Sounds like it's really gushing. Yeah, there's no taps or sinks or anything in this hut. You come and you just fill up and drink straight from this mountain water. Beautiful. And we're good. Oh, my fingers are so numb. Look how pretty this is. Right. I gotta get in the hut. I gotta get dry clothes on. Woo. That was a long slog. So what was that? 2 hours, 40 minutes. I dread tomorrow. Hiking back up there. Look, you can see the tops. Just about up there behind the trees. It's such a long way, especially in the snow. Whew. Okay. Oh, I can barely feel my fingers. Everything is taking a long time. all my camera gear. Food and fuel. Ouch pouch, first aid kit. Clothes. Sleeping bag. All in dry bags. Oh, and a beanie that's not in a dry bag, but is dry. Whew, lucky. Right. I've urgently got to get dry clothes on. I don't want to bring all this wet stuff in. And the big camera set up. Oh, I feel human again. I'm wearing double layers of Alpha Direct, Politic Alpha Direct leggings and tops. And I've got Alpha Direct socks on. I've got my Mont Bell jacket, 900 lockdown jacket. And I've got my Enlightened Equipment Convert 10 Fahrenheit bag. I've got a feeling I'm going to need that tonight. And I've got a little skull cap beanie thing that's also Alpha Direct, because this stuff is light and it's warm. Oh, man, my feet are going to get cold quite quickly in here. So there's no heating in here. I can put the gas burner on with the window open, but it will last how long? Microfiber towel, really, really crucial. Right, what we need to do is get everything ship-shape in here. Get a kettle on, because, oh, and I've got some, I bought some cool funky little light thing as well. LED strip light. I'm going to install it here so other people can use it as well. Just so we've got some lighting. Oh. Come on, I need to feel my fingers again. Got to get a hot drink on. I should probably do the hot drink before I put the lighting up, but I'll warm up quick enough. Wow, it's really coming down out there. I've got to leave the window open, otherwise we're going to steam up in here instantly. Haha. Okay, so now we're going to work out where to stick it. Is it sticking? Barely. Oh no. It might not adhere properly to this material. It might be too cold. It's partially sticking, but not enough. That's just going to fall straight off. Alright, well, maybe we don't bother with that and we just hang it. Gosh, I don't know if you can hear the rain. That'll add some light. Just a little bit of ambient light. Alright, let's give that a go. Oh, that works! Look at that! That's nice! That's fine! And then we can just replace the batteries. Alright, lovely. Okay. All my food. Oh, kettle, come on. Let's get this on. So I've got a Primus, I can't remember what this thing is called, Gravity I think. This is a big boy. And this has got a heating tube as well. I'll tell you what it doesn't have. It doesn't have piezo ignition. Yay! Oh, oh, my fingers. They are so numb. Oh, this is, oh, I can feel that immediately. Let's get a whole kettle on. Right, that shouldn't take too long. It's a very powerful burner. Right, I'm going to get ship shape, get everything out, and then we're rocking. Oh, that didn't take long. Going to have an avalanche caramel latte. Oh, come on. And I've definitely got to have some sustenance before dinner, because we're not at dinner time yet. I need to have a biscuit with this. I think I'm going to have Walker's shortbread biscuit for the win. It's great that these bunks come with these pads already, sleep pads, mattresses, so you don't have to bring your own. But in a survival situation, if you found this place, oh, just to get you out of what's going on out there, excellent. More. So let me pan you a bit. So I've got a bench here. I've got my jacket just lofting up. Once that's lofted, I might put it on. It's so cold in here. This is a cold hut. So, this was a bit of an impromptu camp. And I didn't bring Bernie. He'd have loved it, but you're not really meant to have pets in the huts, although nobody really cares. But I know the walkout can be struggle if there's been heavy rain. Heavy snow. And I didn't want him having to deal with that. Because he'll get snowballs like Bruce did. It was a nightmare. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, oh. Just getting out of that wet gear. Although I do have to put it all back on again tomorrow. But, small price to pay. I'll dry it with my microfiber towel at the inside of them. So at least I'll be putting dry gear back on the inside. I am feeling human again. Right. I'm just going to chill. Have my drinks. We're going to need to get more water. There's a pan here, bucket. 2 bucket. We'll fill that up as well. I just have to take my socks off and put my wet boots on. Never fun. Alright, bring you back at dinner time, everyone. It's not going to be long. Alright, time to get some water. I've got to put my soaking wet boots on. Yuck. Bare feet into wet boots is just the worst. Cold wet boots at that. Oh, God, that's horrible. Right, let's quickly, before it chucks down again, because it's just died right down, I'm going to go and fill everything up. Don't fall over now. Oh man, it's just grim. I want to get back in that dry hut. Oh. Right, I'm going to fill up. Oh, well, I just fell and I got a boot full of water. Not that it matters, my boots were drenched anyway. Oh, it slipped. These rocks are so slippery. Surprised I didn't break the camera. Oh, gosh. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, come on. Let's go. Right, try not to fall over again. It's a lot harder than you think, filming for YouTube and doing this. Well, I've got my water. Only just slipped. Got my boot soaked. I'll have to sit them upside down again. Oh, it's no sign of clearing. None at all. Oh, we're back. Right, let me sort this out. Oh, that was horrible. Now I'm freezing cold again. I do not want to go out there again. Ah. Gosh, thank goodness for the towel. Oh, I need to warm up again. I've been putting my feet in my sleeping bag, which has been doing the trick. But they've got to be dry before you can put your socks on. So yeah, I don't know what I would do without a towel. In a situation like this, microfiber towel, it's one of the handiest things to have, it really is. This one is called Monster something. 4 Monster. I definitely recommend 4 Monster microfiber towels. I usually carry them because of the dogs, but they're so useful otherwise as well. Oh, sleeping bag. Get my feet in here. Oh, let's do this thing up. Oh man, I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling it. Oh, oh. Why? You gotta wonder, why do this? Well, it is camping. I mean, it is exploring. I wanted to hike. I feel good hiking. Just makes me feel more healthy. It's good for me to get out. I had this opportunity to come up here and I thought, I want to see snow. I've just done a tent camp in the snow. I knew it was going to be soaking wet coming up. I knew I was going to get drenched. And the last thing you want to do when you're soaked is then have to deal with a tent and be in a tent. It's horrible at first, it really is. And then if you can get your dry gear on and everything else, then it's fine. But then you're in a freezing cold tent, you've got to light a fire and stuff like that to try and heat up. This is so easy. Yeah, it's not a hot hut at all. It's not warm. But I could light this fire and I could get my jet boil on and get some heating in here if I wanted to. But I think just putting on sleeping bag and then I'll put this on. Actually, I can put this on now. Yeah, it's puffed up. Then this just feels like getting in an oven. It just bounces the heat straight off. Honestly, it bounces the heat straight back at you. Now, if you get hypothermic, none of this stuff will help. Layers won't help. If you're hypothermic already, if you've left it too late, you need a heat source, because hypothermic is your body's already giving out its heat. It's not going to get warmer by itself. So the only thing you can do in that situation like here
in here is to make a hot water bottle. So boil up the water as quickly as possible, put it in your Nalgene, make sure it's sealed tight, stick that down the front, get it close to your body, to your core, and start heating yourself up like that. If you've got a couple of them, put one down by your feet maybe, but get in your sleeping bag with the hot water bottles. That'll do it. But just dealing with it by itself, no. Once you're hypothermic, it's too late for that. You could go outside and light a fire, but if it's raining, it's almost impossible. Cooking time, dinner time. I've warmed up a bit now. I am definitely feeling more human now. Oh. Ooh, I got cold. I tell you, at one point there, I could have easily just got in the sleeping bag because I'm tired as well. I've had an early start today, so I was tired, and yeah, I could really have no problem at all got in the sleeping bag and just gone to sleep. But it's still early. Right, so what we're going to do is, it's a bit of a twist. So we've got macaroni, cheese, and bacon. So I am starving and I need to cook this whole thing. So I'm going to cook all the bacon up. I'm not going to have any for breakfast. So we're going to cook this bacon just as it is, and I'm going to add it to the pan, to the meal as it is. My little tongs. So I've set another thing up here, but my flex towel light. Let me bring that here. I don't know why I bought a pad pump with me when I don't have a pad, but the light is really great on this, so worth bringing to that. Okay, now we don't want to stink this place out. I think that's inevitable. Okay, so I'm going to cook all this bacon up, and then once that's ready, it shouldn't take long. We'll put the macaroni on. We'll put the hot water on and boil up some macaroni. And then we'll leave the cheese in there to melt a bit as well. We just need to render some fat off this bacon. Right. So we'll turn that down. God, it's got a really good simmer control, this thing. Right, so just wait for the bacon. Oh, bacon smells good. Okay, the bacon is done. And it's going to cook a bit as well at the end when I add it again. So we'll take the bacon out, just put it in my plate. Let's add water. And I'm going to leave the bacon juice in there. It's nice and salty, perfect for cooking my macaroni in. And the macaroni shouldn't take long at all. 10 minutes. So as soon as this starts boiling, macaroni in, then we'll put the cheese in. And we're really misting up in here now. I don't think it's all good. I don't think it's going to be long at all. Right, time to add my macaroni. It's so misty and steamy and horrible in here. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Look, even the camera is struggling with the steam. Hang on. I can't hold it anywhere near it. Right, in goes the macaroni. All in. Right, we'll give that 10 minutes just on simmer. Like so. Turn it right down. It's a good flame. I don't want it boiling over. It just boiled over before. And there's my bacon ready, and I'll get the cheese soon. It's a huge chunk of sliced cheese. It's got to be 300 grams, maybe more.
That's a lot of energy right there. Okay, it looks like we're simmering. Yep, good. The simmer control on here is amazing. Right, macaroni's ready. I'm just going to pour a little bit of the water away, not a lot. Because I want it a bit soupy, sort of. Maybe soupy's the wrong word. Right. But I want to render down some of this, cheese. Which I can't even open. There we go. Okay, so I think we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 slices in. Let's break that up into chunks. Let's turn this right down. And then the cheese should melt. Oh, this is going to be weird but good. Alright, let's give that a stir. Look at this. That cheese is going to melt in there. Oh, there's a bit of bacon still in there from the water. I'm getting weather messages on my phone from my Garmin inReach. Right, so the cheese has already started to melt. Oh, look, and because the water that's in there has got that just right, it's creamy. Oh, sorry, you're getting misty again. It's very, very difficult to cook and not get misty. Alright, so that cheese is all melted. I think let's add 2 more slices, because that rendered down so much, so quickly. I want this to be a thick, cheesy sauce. Oh, it's misty again. Hang on. Let me bring this over. There we go. Right, now that's got really, really cheesy, let's add our bacon in. Ah, this is going to be epic. So you've all heard of chili mac and cheese. This is bacon mac and cheese. It kind of looks like a carbonara. Oh, this is gonna be so epic. I need this. I really do. It smells fantastic now. Right, we'll let that sit in there on a really low simmer. As low as I can get it, it is. And then it will be time to eat. And we'll immediately get a hot chocolate on as well to have with the meal, because I need that. My hot chocolates are these Jara extra special dark hot chocolates. I don't know if you can see that, hang on. Now, see it? There you go. Because I'm desperate for that. And then we'll save the rest of the cheese just as a snack. Just getting this to bubble again. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, yes. A layer of pepper on this and everything. I've had to open the door here, and I've got the window open because the steam was next level. It was epic. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Oh, there he goes. Bubbling. Okay, we're good.
That was quick. Right, let's take that off the pan. Let's immediately get the kettle on. Okay. And we'll take our mac and cheese, put it on the plate, and let's start eating. I'm going to close the door now. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah. Well, I've got some burnt crusty bits on the bottom. Just a couple. Oh man, that smells incredible. I reckon I could put even more cheese on. Okay. And then, piece de resistance, some cracked pepper. We won't need any salt because the bacon's so salty. Let's put this pepper on. There you go. There you have it. Macaroni, cheese, and bacon. Yum. Oh, I'm so desperate to eat this. Oh. Okay, first thing I need to do is get my feet in my sleeping bag because they keep getting freezing cold. I didn't bring any booties, hut shoes with me. Oh yeah, hut shoes would have been a good thing. Right, bon appetit everybody. Oh wow. The macaroni, the cheese. Let's try some bacon. Oh, it's all good. That noise is snow alerts on my phone. Coming from my Garmin, which I've got hanging up outside. I'm just talking to my phone. There's no mobile phone signal here. Oh, my feet. They're so cold. That's when your feet are that cold, that's when you could just get in the sleeping bag. I might have to make a hot water bottle tonight and put it down by my feet. But I'm going to devour this. Bring it back for cigar time, which obviously we can't have in here. Unless I open the door. It might work. It might work if I open the door and I blow the smoke out that way. Oh, we're boiling. Hold on, I might have a hot chocolate now ready as well. Good timing. Great timing. Oh. Hot drink, hot food. What's not to love? In the middle of nowhere. Oh, this hot chocolate is so frothy and lovely. It really is. Alright, bring it back. For cigar time, everybody. Thanks again for coming on this first one for AB camping, I guess, being in a hut. So, not ready for cigar time yet. I'm busy drying my gear with a hot water bottle and kettle. Look at this. Look at the amount of steam. So my hot water bottle is in that sock with boiling water, and the kettle is still hot from boiling, and that's just all steam. So I will have dry socks in the morning. Isn't that superb? Hot water bottle for the win. I'm going to use that on my rain pants as well. But definitely worth doing when you don't have a fire. And I might actually then end up, you know, putting the hot water bottle in my shoes as well, just to warm them up, dry them out as much as possible. I wish I had 2 bottles now. Cool. It's working though. I've already done that one, and there's still a bit of steam coming off it, but this one is just, I've just put it on, and it was obviously drenched. Yeah, just make sure you've got a decent Nalgene bottle. Awesome. Right, bring you back for cigar time when I've done all of this. Cigar time. This is a bizarre camp, it really is. Look at me. I'm sitting outside because I don't want loads of smoke to go in there. I've got the window open as well to try and create the breeze. So we're having a Romeo and Julieta Mille Fleur. Lovely cigar. Thanks again to everyone for coming on this. Thank you to all of our YouTube members, all of our subscribers, Buy Me a Coffee members, thank you so much. And everyone that buys merch, and our Patreon members as well, thank you so much. And to all our super thanks, thank you. Everyone who leaves comments as well, thank you so much. We love the comments, mostly. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Ah. And thank you to everyone that goes on our Facebook fan group, Facebook page, Instagram page, and everything else. No, I've got a bit of a shadow going on here. Oh, it's just the microphone. Okay. So, I've got a hot chocolate. I've had dinner. I've got chocolate hobnobs that I've been having. Chocolate hobnobs are biscuits. Let me show you one. Hang on. So these are chocolate hobnobs from the UK, McVitie's. They are scrumptious. Used to have these as a kid. Lovely. Chocolate biscuits. They're like chocolate digestives, but better. So what's been going on? Well, this is going to be a quick one. I guess the biggest news right now, believe it or not, concerns free speech and what's going on in the UK again. Now, I hate having to dwell on the UK, but it's my home country and it does matter to me. It does mean a lot. My friends live there, I've got family there, and to see what's going on there is just despicable. Anyway, there's a comedian, an Irish comedy producer, or writer, and he's written some fantastic shows. And he'd done some nasty tweets about trans while he was in America, in Arizona, a few months ago. So he arrived in London at Heathrow and was greeted by 5 armed, now all police officers basically in London Heathrow Airport are armed. We're not used to armed police in Britain at all, same as New Zealand. But in the airport they are, because of terrorism and everything else. So they all have handguns and machine guns. So that's kind of irrelevant. That was nothing to do with it, really. But the point being that they arrested him at the airport on his plane for a tweet where he said, if a trans male, so a man basically, comes into a women's changing room and you feel scared, punch him in the balls. That's basically what he said. Anyway, turns out that someone made a complaint about that tweet. And the person who complained about the tweet was a disgraced former trans police officer that called up his buddies. It's a trans woman. He thinks he's a woman. He's not. He's a bloke. Called up one of his buddies and complained about the tweet. And so, yeah, they waited for him, saw when he was arriving and arrested him. I don't know how any of that's going to go in court. But the state of free speech in the UK is now at crisis point. This is now a crisis. I would say probably this could be the worst crisis the UK could be facing ever. Because without free speech, it's 1984. It's George Orwell, what he predicted, and worse than what he predicted, really. And I've not known a time where the UK has been more dysfunctional, in dire straits as it is now. Combined with this free speech issue and the immigration problems, the illegal immigration problems, and the fact that they're kowtowing to illegal immigrants, ignoring veterans and the homeless that are British citizens. The economy is also tanking through the floor. I mean bad, really bad. I don't know how the UK is going to get out of this. Their bond yields are now at what, 5.5%, 5.6% at the time of filming, 5.75. They have skyrocketed. And this, if you don't know what bond yields are, it's government debt. And this means that the government has to pay interest on this, and their interest rates are rising. Similar issue to what the USA was suffering from a while ago. But their interest rates have come down. Also, they've now got tariffs, so they're paying off with that, I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyway, UK is a separate issue. There is nothing good coming out of the UK right now. And it worries me. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. A lot of Brits walk around just sort of defiantly ignorant, deliberately. They just don't want to know because there's nothing they can do about it, they feel. And there really isn't much they can do about it. You can't, these guys are in for another 4 years. They've still got 4 more years, this government. Can you imagine how much more they're going to destroy the country in 4 years? It'll be bankrupt. It will have a loan from the IMF, which once you take a loan from the IMF, a bailout, they get to dictate terms. So why is this all happening, you might ask? Why suddenly, to the UK only? Or why is it so bad in the UK that all this is going on, illegal immigration and everything else? Well, it's because they want it to fail. They want it to fail. Europe. Everyone who didn't vote for Brexit, that wants to be back in Europe, and that is pro-European, and all Europeans want to teach... What's that noise? I can hear a tapping noise. They want to teach Britain a lesson, and they want to teach the rest of Europe a lesson. If you leave Europe, your economy will collapse. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring it down, just to prove a point. Saying, oh, no, we're not going to let you recover from that. Mark my words. And Europe is winning. Because the British people are torn. They're disunited. It's a mess. You're not allowed to fly your flags. Again, another European thing. You're not allowed to really show pride in being English anymore or British. You're attacked left, right and centre. If you're a white British male, I feel sorry for you guys. You're getting picked on. Oh, no end in sight. I don't know where it's going to end up. I really don't. Maybe we shouldn't talk about it again for a year and just see what happens, but I don't know. Terrible. It's so bad that Nigel Farage, who is a populist leader, you could say a sort of a Trumpian figure, was invited to the US for a special hearing. Was it Senate or Congress? I can't remember. Specifically to talk about the state of UK freedom of speech. Yeah, it's that bad. He could be the next Prime Minister. Except they're going to bring him down before that ever happens. That's the plan anyway, I'm sure. Bring him down any way they can. Even if they have to use special means, like the police. The police have now been, well, it's probably the most woke police force in the world. Yeah, it's terrible. They're anti everything to do with the normal British people that just want to go to work. Policing in the UK. Anyway, whatever. Enough of that. That was the only real news I wanted to talk about. In other personal news, Bernie and Bolly, because of huge number of requests, will both be in the next video, camping with me. Because Anne's going away for a couple of weeks. She's going to a yoga retreat, because she's a yogi, she teaches yoga, and they're doing the stuff in India. So I will have Bernie and Bolly to myself, and we will do a camp together. Now, it's probably going to be a buddy camp or a big family tent camp. I can't do a wild camp with both of them. I just can't. Not enough room in the tent. And also, Bolly isn't trained. As smart as she is, she will explore. She's not used to it. She could go nuts. I don't know. I can't keep an eye on both of them. I have to keep an eye on them. So it's probably going to be a buddy camp in the camper van, somewhere where I can see them. They can't get into any mischief. Not much mischief. But yeah, that's coming up soon. That'll be the next video after this. A weather sit rep, by the way. It's still just chucking down. On and off, on and off. No sign of snow yet. Maybe by tonight we'll get snow. I'll keep sticking my head out the window to see if it's snowing, and if it is, then we'll go out and film some, but otherwise we'll just see it in the morning. Sports, just one thing on sports. Ferrari and Formula 1. They just had a double DNF, did not finish at the Dutch Grand Prix. They're just getting worse and worse. I don't see this as salvageable at all. I think Lewis Hamilton has just lost the plot completely. He's just making so many mistakes now. He's getting thoroughly beaten by Charles Leclerc. His teammate. So I just don't see Hamilton lasting another season at this rate. He's not performing. I think he just absolutely hates the car. And unless they can change the car to suit him for next season, I don't see that he's going to stick around. His legacy is going to be in tatters. And he certainly can't win a world championship in a Ferrari. I think McLaren could dominate for some time unless Red Bull comes back. Don't know. See what Adrian Newey can do where he's gone at Aston Martin. But yeah. Alright everyone. Yeah, I told you this was going to be a quick one. So, what I'm going to do is, it's still quite early. I think it's, what time is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Actually, I am ready for bed. I'm so tired. I'm going to finish this cigar, have a few hobnobs, just have my last hot chocolate, and I'm going to get in that sleeping bag and I'm going to get warmed up. I have been drying my socks out constantly since I last showed you. And they're now pretty much done. They're pretty much dry. I'll put them in the bottom of my sleeping bag just so that they are bone dry by the morning. For my rain gear, there's no point doing this stuff. It won't help. What I'll do is in the morning, the inside of my rain gear is damp, but it will dry off with my microfiber towel, which is now dry. I did the same thing with that. So I'll dry these things off like that. So at least when I put them on the inside, it's dry. I'll be soaked by the time I'm up the top of the hill anyway in sweat. Oh, gosh, it's so cold now. I've got a feeling my water might freeze tonight in here. We'll see. I hope not. That would be a pain. So I'm in my. This is a 10 Fahrenheit bag. I'm gonna have to double up on these cushions because they're This mattress is yeah, it's a bit hard. I'm gonna have to double up on it. I'll bring another one up. So yeah, nice evening, chilled out. It's very cold, but I like sleeping in these conditions, I have to say. You can see my breath. Yeah, this 10 Fahrenheit enlightened equipment. It's called a convert. So it's a quilt, but it's a sleeping bag. It's both. And it just zips up completely. And it's like 950 down. This is a warm bag. And it cinches right up. I'll show you. So that buttons up there, and then you pull this cinch here, like this, and this whole thing just cinches around your neck. It's got a big neck collar, draft collar here. It just keeps all the heat in. I've got my socks down the bottom there, so they dry out. I will soon be toasty warm in here. Be nice to get a decent night's sleep for a change on a camp. I haven't been sleeping well at all at camp. Oh, maybe I'll pop a couple of ibuprofen just before I go to sleep, just because I'm aching everywhere. I've left the window open, scotchy just a little bit, because condensation in here would get quite bad otherwise. Oh, I hope I have a decent night's sleep. And I hope we get snow. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll have a look and I'll film it. Show you what it's like. Otherwise, we'll see what it's like in the morning. Alright, everybody. Thanks for coming on this one. See you in the morning. Good night, everybody. Sit rep. I just thought I'd just quickly get out before I go to sleep. And it's snowing! And it's settling. So we've got snow. Awesome! Snow, baby! This is what we wanted. Oh, I hope it just snows all night, but I doubt it. You can have a look out the door here and just see what's going on. Oh yeah, it's settling. Nice. Snow. Okay, so we'll come back later and guess in the morning and see how that's doing. Excellent. See you in the morning. Oh, right. It's midnight. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see if it's snowed anymore. Oh yeah. Still coming down, big fat flakes. Lovely. Very nice. It's not settling on the trees. The trees must be too wet, but the ground. Yeah. Oh well. We'll see if it settles on the trees by tomorrow morning.
Morning, everybody. It's 20 to 7. I think I've had the best sleep I've had in weeks, even versus at home. I'm so comfortable. Oh, I love this setup. I'm on 2 of these mattresses. I'm in a lovely down bag. I'm warm, and it's freezing cold outside here. So it was all just perfect. Comfy pillow. Lovely. I haven't been up for ages, so I've no idea what's going on out there. Let's get up and go and have a look. See if there's any more snow. I don't think it was due to snow much at all. Just a couple of centimetres, so I'm not expecting anything out there really. Let's go and have a look. Let's... Windows are steamed up a bit. Let's have a look out.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we got a good dump. It's about 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. That's lovely. Snow's on the trees. Awesome. Oh, let's get up and have a coffee. Oh, mole hut delivered. Excellent. Go and have a look around.
Oh, well, that's cold. Very cold. Oh, I've got to get a coffee on first before we go and have a little look outside. But I can see clearly. I can see clearly now. The snow out there. Not a huge amount, just a few centimetres, which is perfect. What I would call a dusting. Absolutely perfect, because we've got such a long walk out of here that if it was any more than that, that could be a bit of a pain. Coffee. I've got to say, hut camping, considerably nicer, easier, drier than tent camping. I mean, just think, the only pack up I've got to do is stuff a few things in a backpack, that's it. It would be nice if there was a fire in here. But beggars can't be choosers, and we can't have everything. Can you see the snow out there? I hope you can. Probably can't, the windows are too fogged up. So, survival shelter, which is really what this is. If you've got a tent and stuff, you'd be okay out there anyway. It does the job, it really does. It's bone dry in here. It's such a nice space to be in compared to being in a tent. It just is. That was the best sleep I've had, honestly, for weeks and weeks. I was so toasty. And it's silence. Not like in a tent where you can hear the snow or the rain falling and you're not perfectly level. 2 thick mattresses, absolutely lovely. And knowing that I don't have to pack down loads of stuff. The walk out of here is not going to be as bad as I thought, because there won't be as much snow out there. Just this dusting. Alright, caramel latte. And then we'll go and have a look outside and see. I can show you a bit of the area, because I didn't want to show you anything when it was chucking down with rain. Oh, and I need to dry my my waterproofs off. But let's get this coffee on. Oh, and it's really clouded over. It looks like we might get a little bit more. I hope it doesn't turn to rain. It is cold out there. It's about -1, -2 Celsius. Alright, cheers everybody. Let's go and have a look outside. I've got to get my boots on. Oh, I've got to put my cold boots on. And they're damp. I did dry them out quite a bit, but these socks are kind of waterproof now. Still, I've got a bit. They're Gore-Tex socks, so shouldn't be too bad. They'll soon warm up. Ugh. I'm not putting my outer gear on yet. Not until I have to walk up there. Ah, shoelaces are soaked. Everything's soaked. Gross. If I was in a tent now, this would really suck. Ah. Who thinks I should find a hut that's got a fire? What do you think? Do you want to see hut videos? Survival shelter cabin videos? With a fire in? It seems a bit easy.
This is a bit of a cop-out, really. I mean, it could be at home. Oh man, my shoelaces are absolutely drenched. Right, I'm looking forward to having a look outside in the snowy snow. Oh, this is never good. It reminds me of my hunting days. Having to put soaking wet boots on in the morning after river crossings the night before. Right, let's go have a look with my coffee. We're going to have a wander. I'll show you around. Right. I'm getting hot in here now. Let's go check it out. Try not to fall over again. Oh, crispy sound. That's the sign of good cold snow. Oh, look at my cabin. Lovely. Sit rep, it's snowing again. So up behind the hut, just look up here. Oh, I don't want to get soaked by walking through these trees, but there is a toilet just behind the tree there, a long drop toilet. It is not nice. I've seen that years ago and it was terrible. This isn't, as I say, this is really a survival hut. This isn't somewhere you'd want to come and hang out for a few days. But still, what a beautiful place and what a beautiful hut. Who would want to be here now in this? Last night I was freezing, soaked, and this really did save me. I don't know what I would have done without it. I've had to go back to the car. So, it did the job. Definitely did the job. Good on ya. There's a little ladder under there, I see, to get on the roof, just in case there's any issues. Repairs. And I can hear the stream is flowing nicely. It's even had snow down there. There's my EPIRB hanging on the wire just there. Beautiful. It was worth it. It was worth the slog. Because just gotta say, just look at this. Surrounded by native flax. These are flax bushes here. Beech trees. You can see why they didn't put a fire in here. They don't want the trees chopped down. They're so healthy. There's no dead trees around here. Look at it. This is a healthy, healthy forest. It's a long walk up today. Gonna burn a lot of calories. All right, the snow is coming down. Looks like we'll be walking out in the snow. And yes, I'm in my Alpha Long Johns still. I have no intention of changing out of these into these things until I absolutely have to. At least they're dry on the inside now. First light, good gear, first light, very good gear. I'm going to chill, wait for it to get a bit brighter, see what happens with the snow. I'm going to have another coffee, but I'm just going to relax. Snow's coming down a bit heavier now. It's lovely. I wouldn't mind walking out in that. Great success. Right, time to pack up and get out of here. It's snowing again. You probably can't see it. I'd have to pan outside for you to see, but maybe you can see that. Chucking down with snow. Alright, so packing up is nothing really. It's just my sleeping bag. I've got to change out of this warm, dry stuff and put my cold. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk out in this top, my Alpha Direct top, because it's windproof. It's light and it's warm, but not so warm that I'll burn up out there. And rain pants on, so just rain pants, maybe with one pair of leggings on, and then this. The reason for that is I just don't want to get cold. And I know it's going to be a hard slog getting out of here, but I'd rather be too hot than too cold. And because I haven't got a tent or anything in case anything happens, I'd rather have some layers on just in case it's windy. And I know it is going to be windy up there on the saddle, and this snow will settle and everything else. So I'll come back all changed and packed and ready to go. Oh, and yes, I'm not having breakfast. I had a few hobnobs with a bunch of coffees. I had like 4 coffees. So all I had that I was going to have for breakfast was a rehydrated meal, but I'm going to save it, not have it. No need. Apple crumble and Apple and berry crumble. That's what this is. But I decided against it. I'm just going to stick with the coffee and the hobnobs that I had. So, we're going to change, get into the cold stuff and get out of here. Right, suited and booted. All packed. Everything away, ready to go. Cleaned everything up. Broomed, brushed. Cleaned the top. Cleaned the windows. That's the broom that you use. So we're good to go. So we leave the loveliness of the hut. Goodbye, mole hut. You've been absolutely superb. I would have got hypothermia without it. All locked, secured, and clean. Now we go out into this. Not looking great. Bit of a whiteout going on up there. I'm gonna put my hood up for what it's worth. Let's do this. Oh. Goodbye, hut. You were awesome. That was a great camp, great hut. But man, it's cold now. And we've got a grim walk out of here. Yeah. All right, say goodbye. This could be the last time you ever see this hut because it's such a struggle to get to. Let's get out of here. Oh. And now I can't see the track because look at it. It's coming down. We're in a whiteout. I've had another centimeter on top of what we already had. I'm going to set my watch just so we can see what time I started. 8:56. So we're going to go now. I don't know how long it's going to take to get to the saddle. Not that you can see anything. But I've got a feeling I'm going to be slip sliding my way there. I already can't see the track. Here we go. Oh, it's so slippery. All right. Onwards and upwards. Already down. That took what was that, 30 seconds? Oh, it's just so slippery. Look at it. Nightmare. I don't know how I'm going to get out of here without that happening a lot, because it's such a horrible angle to come out of. Got no traction. Immediately face planted. Oh, come on. Well, at least I keep it real and you saw that. Crampons would be nice. I've got a feeling that's not the first, not the last time that's gonna happen. Oh, my fingers are already freezing. Oh no! Oh man, I'm struggling here. My foot just went so deep. All right, this is going to be a long, long, horrible slog out of here. Wish me luck. I'll bring you back once we've sort of cleared this nasty bit here and got onto the saddle. I've just got to follow these snow markers. Woo! Oh, and you know what? Look, there's the hut. And I've just realized I left my EPIRB there, my emergency beacon, which means I've got to do that all over again. And it's just gross. Whoa! Oh man, it's so slippery. This is a nightmare. Oh, what an idiot. Can't believe I forgot it. Oh well, luckily I realized before I'd got a long way away, because I would have had to come back and get it.
These things are expensive. And it's my survival item in case of emergency. Luckily my pack doesn't weigh much, so that's not a problem. All right, got to get back to the hut and go and get it. Oh, I can't believe I'm back here again. Oh, I strained my thigh muscle a bit there as well, falling. Got to warm that up a bit. Here we go. What a twit. Need that. I definitely need that. Whew. All right, let's try again. You gotta laugh. This reminds me of that trip with my son and Brucey, and it was so bad. Took so long to get out of here, and up there, that was deep, deep snow. And poor Brandon, he started crying. He was like, I can't do this. And I said, look, you're upsetting Bruce. You're making him upset. And then that was it. He suddenly focused on Bruce and snapped him out of it, because suddenly it's like a responsibility he had to make sure Bruce was happy. And then he was like, oh, come on, Brucey, you'll be okay. So, positive attitude is so important. You gotta laugh at yourself, you gotta laugh at the situation. Oh man, just like that. Oh man, hang on, let me sort the camera out. I gotta get out of here. This is ridiculous. How many times I'm gonna face plant in the same spot? I just got no traction. So what it is it's slush, it's snow on top of slush and ice, on top of grass that's just slippery. Disgusting stuff. Right, we're back almost where we started. Let's get out of here quick. Oh. Whew. I think the worst is still to come as well. Okay, back on the track. It's so bad you can't even see. You could just make out the track markers, just very slightly there, and there's another one there behind it. But this is awful stuff. It's an awful track. The worst of the worst. Whew. And you've got to hold on to these tussocks. If you don't, you're just a passenger, which means your hands are gonna get freezing cold. Freezing. So numb, so painful. Right, bring you back up there somewhere, who knows. I just turned around and look at this blue sky over there. How beautiful is that? Oh, so majestic. Sun's trying to come out. Oh, I can see right at the tops there just. That looks brutal up there. Oh, that would be brutal. Okay, onwards. Oh, slowly making progress. We're out of the worst of it. all that gnarly stuff down there towards the hut. It's just gross. Now we're on the sort of the ridges, less swampy. So here's the plan. Got to go to that pole there, and then there's a marker all the way over there, another pole. You climb up onto the saddle, you run along the saddle all the way. I can see the markers all the way along that ridge, back to where we started over there in the forest where the cove is. It's a long way round. Now you might think, why didn't I just cross the stream and go up the way I came down? Because climbing up that stuff is lethal. I've tried it before. It's way worse than just having a stroll along the saddle here. Brutal. Sometimes it is better to stay on the track. Going down that stuff, I was in a hurry yesterday to get to the hut. It was getting cold. I needed to slide down, which you can do, as you saw. But now I'm not in any hurry. So I'm quite happy to just meander back up to the saddle. I fell over maybe 10 times to this point. I'm sure I'm going to fall over some more because you can't really see the track. It's buried. And then occasionally there's a big cavity that you fall in. But it's lovely. I love the snow. This is what I came for. It was worth the pain. Oh, look at the tops. And we're at just over 1,300 meters here. So this is actually not a very nice bit. Got to get to that marker, and because it's on a slight slope, I'm going to fall over. And then there's the sign, and then we've got to climb up there. All right, long way to go yet. Long way. And even then, once I get back to the cove, it's now then 2 hours back down to my car. This was a painful one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it though. Something different. Doing a hut camp. I just don't do them on my channel usually because I don't know, I like to be outdoors. But when it's like that, snowing, and it was just felt nice. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Bring it back. Whoa. From on the saddle. Woo, okay. We're on the saddle. We made it. That was hard work. So that was 54 minutes. Look at that. That's a slog, you know, and I'm a fit guy. That was hard work. So the hut, you can just make out the roof. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. But it's basically just there. There's a little white triangular speck where the roof is. That's where I've come from, all the way down there, and I've had to walk all the way around to up there. So there's the grotto where I used to camp, in there, and here's the entrance to the forest where the cove, as I call it, is. So the cove is just in there. You've seen me countless times here with the pups. There's the entrance to the track. There's the top tarn. So that's it. We're here basically. I'll say my goodbyes at Narnia. Let's see what Narnia looks like. I don't think there'll be much snow there, but I'll say my goodbyes there. Right, here's Narnia. There's a bit of a melt going on here. All right, thanks again everybody for coming on this one. It's been awesome. Hard work though. That was brutal. I don't know that I want to put myself through that again. I was about as close as you could get to getting hypothermia last night if I hadn't got to that shelter in time. So it just shows you got to know where you're going and be prepared and have the right gear. Can't see the tops. Can't see anything now. We're clagged in. I think it's going to start snowing again. We don't know. But thanks for coming on this one. See you again soon. And the next video will be with Bernie and Bolly. And we'll go camping. Thanks again, everyone. See you soon.